You look so funny in there. Dude, it looks so funny. What's going on, guys? Back at the shop. I'm going to apologize right now for the lighting. So sorry if it is bad at some points of the video. We have a couple of lights out right now and we're going to be working in this corner of the shop. So just wanted to mention that real quick. But today we are going to be working on the Hondaru. So here we have the K24 that we first put in this thing when we first got the Hondaru up and running. This was over in my garage and I brought it over today. We got it up on this engine stand and today we're gonna be tearing into it and tearing it all the way down to the bare block because we got some pretty exciting news for Hondaru. You wanna explain what's going on?
So we've been talking to Johnny from CSS and we talked to him a couple months ago, but we weren't really ready to work on the car and now we are. So we're gonna send out this block and they're gonna do the full like their little race package. It's gonna get O-ring, it's gonna get Hone and CSS. So we're gonna send that out, they'll send it back and we'll get some pistons and rods in it and start the Hondaru build.
Get that new turbo on there, the new manifold, everything. It's finally gonna happen. And for those of you who don't know, CSS stands for Cylinder Support System. So what they do is they take the stock block and they machine out around the cylinders and then they press in a CNC'd block guard that will go around each cylinder and then they redeck it and everything, and that will add a lot of support to the cylinder walls, and many people are making well over 1,000 horsepower on CSS blocks out there. So this is the K24, like I said, that we first pulled out of it. We didn't break it, but we bent a rod on two-step. I think the motor's hurt a little bit.
The two-step was too rowdy, dude.
Yeah, the motor's making a noise. It's not good, but it was pretty rowdy. And yeah, bent a rod. Nothing else is wrong with the motor other than that bent rod. So we're gonna go ahead and tear this one apart, get it completely bare, and then we will be able to send it out to CSS. They'll do their thing, get it ready, and then they'll send it back to us. We are going with the K24 because we'll be able to make more torque, more displacement, you know, never hurts. And then we're gonna try to see if we can find a K20 like Type S head or something to put on there. Right now it has the K24 head, but the K20 heads do flow a lot better.
Once we send out the block, it'll be like, you know, since it's the holidays right now, it'll be like 2 to 3 weeks before we get it back. So we'll have time to actually look for a head and actually build it. So that way when we get the block, put it together and get her in Hondaru.
Just gonna try to get Hondaru up and going for next season. We're shooting for like hopefully about 800 horsepower for now. We're gonna see what that turbo can do. And it should be pretty wild. So Hondaru version 2 is gonna be coming soon. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. There's really not much more to say. We're gonna go ahead and rip her apart.
It was a little harder than I thought.
So we're just gonna go ahead and start pulling the cams off, pull the head studs, get the head off there, pull the pan, pull the crank, pull the rods and pistons out, pull it all apart till it's a bare block.
Holy crap, look at that.
Bro. That poor rod, look at that thing. That two-step was too much, dog.
Man, too much two-step, bro.
here.
Oh, is
I
it?
was gonna say,
Oh,
this,
no,
this
it's
one
not.
looks like the one with the
Yeah,
little.
that's it.
Yeah, that's sweet, dude.
Hold on
No.
a second. No, it's both of them.
Did we bend 2 rods?
Yeah, we did. They're both bent.
Oh, they're both bent. Yeah, because I was like, there's no way that one's straight.
Oh, that one's worse than that one.
Yeah, that's the one we were talking about.
Hold on, let's look at the other two then.
No, those 2 are fine.
Those two are solid. Yeah, you got.
I was talking about that
1
one.
and 4.
Yeah, you
Damn,
got-
we bent 2 rods.
Hey, if you're gonna do it right.
That 2-step, dog.
Yeah. 2-step, 2 rods.
2 rod, 2 step.
What are we gonna do with these?
What they should look like and what they shouldn't look like. That one's bad.
This is the one we saw at first. This is the one that actually hit the block.
Yeah.
Say, that looks like it had to have hit it.
It just barely touched it.
Like on the bottom of the sleeve or
Yeah,
what?
right there.
Yeah,
See?
that one did.
Little
Yeah.
baby nick.
And this one,
That one didn't.
this one's fine.
No, it didn't
nothing.
bend far enough to hit it.
That one did. Just enough to touch it.
Man, you guys know how to do them 2-step competitions.
I think we won that one. I'll be the judge.
Hey, I mean, Brent told me my settings were good enough.
Oh, they were good. Just the rods just weren't as good.
Yeah. The rods just couldn't hang.
It's so fun. Like these are tiny, dude.
Oh yeah, they're
Compared
like
to
pencil
like,
sticks.
yeah.
I don't know how those hold 500.
They do though. That's what's cool.
Crank's good, yeah. It just needs some CSS and some rods and pistons. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
They'll go through it and get her all freshened up.
All the bearings are fine.
Yeah, all the bearings, awesome. No oiling issues on that one.
Oh, it's gonna look a lot different when we get it back.
Yeah, all this open space around the cylinder walls, it's all gonna get closed up. So then we can't crack a sleeve up top. Make them a lot stronger. Hold all the boost. All right, guys, we got the block completely tore down. We got everything off of it. Turns out we actually bent 2 out of the 4 rods. We thought it only bent 1, but this one isn't too bad, and then that one's really bent. It actually hit the bottom of the cylinder just a little bit, but that's not gonna be an issue after we send it over to CSS. They'll go through, rehone it, and at the very bottom of the cylinder where it did hit, that's not even where the piston even reaches anyways. So that'll all be all right, but yeah, it bent her pretty good. That 2-step was definitely gnarly, but it's all tore down. So now we just have to wait until Monday to get it shipped out, since it's Saturday right now, and the post office is gonna be closed tomorrow anyways, by the time we get it ready, and it is the holidays, so who knows when they're actually gonna get it.
Plenty of time too, because it's only, well, it's about to be January, but we got till the track opens up in April over here, so we got a good amount of time to get in it.
Yeah, might as well try to get it up and going as fast as we can though. So,
Yeah. Also too, one thing that we did not mention was the last motor that was in here was actually a K20A2 completely stock. There was nothing done to it. So that was actually the motor we had since.
Jamie in the back.
Do what?
Jamie.
Creeping in the back.
I'm trying not to interrupt, man.
Oh, you're good.
I just like.
So the K20A2 was the last motor we had in there. That was completely stock. That's the motor we put 6,000 miles on. So that's the motor that, it was after Streetcar Takeover. That's the motor we took to Nebraska, drove it all the way down there, raced Neighbor and did all that. And before that, so we'll start from the beginning. From the beginning, it was the first EJ that was in there was already built. So that one I got with the car, and then that one's the one that had, I think it was a rod knock. So I put another block in it, which was already built. So all I did was take my old heads off, put it on. So those motors we didn't even build. So that one had an issue too, and then that's when we put the K24, which was this motor. So then we put this motor in, and then that's the one that we got a little rowdy with the 2-step. So as you can see, we bent 2 rods.
My bad.
It was fun though. And then so right after that, Fong actually had a K20A2 extra motor. So he's like, go ahead and use that for now. So we went ahead and then also Brent had that built block that you guys saw. It was the built K20 block. So we just took the K20A2 head and we put it on Brent's built block that he just had laying around in his storage or whatever. And then we were still kind of going through issues with the car, so we didn't really know. It was getting starved for oil, and we didn't know how many quarts and all this, because, you know, we put this car together. We kind of just, we didn't know what it was going to do or what it needed until it actually, you know, unfortunately, we had to go through 2 motors. So that one.
But it was just because it was like 2 quarts low.
Yeah, it was just literally 2 quarts low. Because right now, like, if anything less than 6 quarts, it's too low. So we keep at least 6.5 and then like 7 if we're racing it.
And that's something we never mentioned though.
Yeah, and that's because the motor's sideways, so the G-forces push the oil away from the pickup tube, and you've got the flapper in there. Yeah, so it's just figuring out how much oil needs to be in there.
Yeah, so in the beginning, that's what we had to do. We had to figure it out. You know, we had to go through these motors, but then again, it's like no one wrote a book on this. No one, you know, we didn't know what it was going to do, but now we do. And we went through those.
We're writing the book.
Yeah, we're writing the book, exactly.
Well, that's something we never told anyone.
Yeah,
that's the built motor.
So everybody thought that this was the built. This was the built K20, which is not. It was the stock motor. So we took that one back out.
Yeah, so ever since Streetcar Takeover, it's been a stock motor.
Yeah, so going back, at Streetcar Takeover, it was the built one, you know, and then we were low on oil, so it started to knock, and then we took it back to the shop, took it apart, and then we put the K20 stock bottom end back on it, so it would have been the original motor that Fong had. So we put that back together and we stuck it in, and that was the motor from then on out.
I mean, yeah, and it went to Nebraska with that motor.
Yeah, we raced with that motor.
That's the one it went 11.3 on.
That's the one that we put 6,000 miles on it, and at like 500 horsepower, and never had one issue with it.
That was bone stock K
yeah,
the whole time.
Bone stock. So there's a lot of people talking on the internet, and you know you hear so many stories, but that's why I kind of wanted to go through it and let you guys know, you know, what actually was in the car. So right now, Fong needed that motor, so since we were waiting on the clutch, and you know, it's winter right now, so we can't really do anything.
And we could go drift it, but
he needed that motor, so he has, yeah, we could. But so he has that back, and then, so now we're doing a CSS block, and then now we're just gonna get into the build. So
yes, we were gonna,
plenty of time.
Yeah, we were gonna just fix this one, because we have some other stock rods laying around, but since it's already out and since we're still waiting on the clutch, we're just like, might as well.
Yeah, because like we could fix that, you know, we could put 2 rods in it or whatever, put it back to stock. But then again, it's like, you know,
you've already been there, done that.
Yeah, it's like there's.
The only reason we wanted to do that was because we wanted to see it go like a 10 on the stock motor.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, if we wait for the summer to come back around just to run that 10, we lose all this time to build it now, you know, because I mean, eventually we're going to get kicked off the track. You know, if you run 11.5 or faster, you already have to have some type of cage in it. And we already ran 11.3 spinning all 4. So, you know, it's only a matter of time. We're going to get deeper into, you know, the 10s. I mean, I'm sure it could.
I think Hondaru should have easy 9s in it by next season.
So now it's like, build it now, you know, while we have the time instead of.
And we talked to CSS, and they're down to help us out.
That's a big help too, because CSS, they're sponsoring us now, so they're gonna actually do the block for us, and then they're gonna give us a set of rods and pistons, and then we're gonna put the motor together, and then yeah, we're just gonna push it and see what we can do. Right now, the only thing that's actually stopping us from making, you know, as much like, well, I mean, I don't know how much power we can make on the stock transmission, but that's gonna be the next thing we have to change. You know, once we start making all this power, so hopefully it could hold 800. And yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
We're Emilio swapping the Hondaru right now. It's gonna be the Emilio-Roo. Can you fit in there?
Is that a fat joke?
Are you good? Don't cut yourself. Like, look at that corner right by your head.
Look at my eyeball, dude. Of course I fit, dude.
You look so funny in there. Dude, it looks so funny. People are gonna think it's photoshopped. It looks so hilarious. That's perfect.
They're not even gonna hear me, bro.
So if I just...
Whoa! Come on, bro.
You're trapped in there now.
Yeah. This is what a motor goes through, huh? Sitting in here for its whole life. All right, guys, that's the 3rd swap.
Well, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Sorry if there was just a lot of talking, but we did get the motor torn apart, did what we needed to do, and we have big things in store for the Hondaru coming soon. So once we get that block shipped out, the guys over at CSS will go from there, and then we'll get it back, hopefully, you know, in the next few weeks or something like that, and we'll just start putting it together from there. And we're gonna shoot for like about 800 horsepower for this season.
800 is gonna be fun.
That's the goal for now. So Hondaru is gonna rip. with a built motor for sure. This time it will be a fully built motor, not just rods and pistons. And yeah, you guys got the full history of Hondaru. Yeah. So it has gone through 2 motors. Well, we bent the rods. Oh, 2 Honda motors and 1 EJ. 2 since you've had it. 1 since you've had it.
Okay, yeah, 1 since I've had it. Yeah.
So yeah, it make the story short.
Yep.
1 EJ that we did not build, and then first K-Series bent the rods because of rowdy 2-step. The second built K-Series oil starvation at the track, spun a rod bearing, and then the third K-Series we borrowed from Fong, and nothing was wrong with that. He just needed it back for his car, and now it's sitting where it is. So that's where she's at.
Heck yeah, man.
It's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching.